got people all over the place. The place is crowded. After a while, we'll turn the camera around and show it to you. But we got 1 minute, so get ready. Talk to the TV. You're like, what is this weird dude? What is this weird dude doing? Well, welcome everybody. Give yourself a big round of applause. That's a pretty cool event. I know a lot of you guys have been involved in Nui for a little bit, and you've been through a lot of stuff. Tonight, you're going to see something a little different. I'm pretty excited about it. My name's Jim Paré. For those of you who don't know, I've been in the industry for 5,000 years. I've owned companies. I've started companies, been the top of the food chain. I've done a lot of great things. And about 6 months ago, I came here, and maybe 7 months ago, at a request of a friend that owned sales funnels. He said, "This is the coolest thing ever, Jim." And it was a trick to get me in his group. Oh. Yeah, you're like, oh, did it work? No. All right. So we sat with Darren, and we sat with Reed, and we sat with everybody, and sat with Dave from Mintage Mining, and I'm like, wow. Is someone, wow, did you hear the reverb? Who's that? Has someone got a phone?
It was the Angels.
Angel, was you? Yeah. Please stand up and tell me your name. No, just kidding. So we're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. This is going to be a very simple, easy presentation to understand. This is the first time you're going to see a presentation that you can actually tell people about. It's not, you know, I told Casey for a long time, Casey's my partner at Casey James Consulting. And I said, a lot of times we felt like we were just like a Martha Stewart, doing a Martha Stewart show every Tuesday night. Hello, how are you? How are you? And we're going to do this and we're going to do that. But tonight you're going to get some pretty amazing information. And I'm very excited to be here. One of the reasons I decided to come and actually help and be a Keystone leader, and then eventually starting to partner with Darren, is because the energy that he has is just unbelievable. I've never seen the guy stop. I'm there, you know, I'll text him on Saturday, hey man, what you doing? I just got this, and I got 30 minutes after that, and then 60 minutes after that, and 2.5 minutes after that, 4.5 minutes, and I'm gonna have to break a sandwich. I didn't get a chance to eat my sandwich, but I ate part of an apple, but I didn't because I'm on the bed. We're 17 banks across the country. And I feel bad because I'm watching football. You know, so when Darren and I talked, and we finally talked, I mean, you know how sometimes you talk and everybody's got to be bigger than that. Not Darren, but me, you know, just I did this and I did that. And when we finally settled and talked, I realized what this guy has done in Nui, and his tenacity, his presence is unbelievable. I mean, he's just a large presence, not only physically, but mentally and aware and everything else. And what he's doing, I think one of the things that Casey and I being here has done is allowed him to go off and do some incredible stuff, and he'll tell you a little bit about that. But I want you to listen to two people before I get started on the program. And first of all, I want you to hear from Darren, because this last couple of weeks have been life-changing and game-changing. So will you please welcome up, give a big round of applause to the CEO of Nui, Darren Owen! We didn't make out all right. All right. No, take your time.
Okay. Hi guys. This is really weird. It's right in the middle, huh? Is this where I'm supposed to stand? Can I go anywhere?
No, here's your X.
My X is
here. No, get it. Your own place.
Hey, thanks everyone for coming. This is a really exciting night. Because, all right, guys. All right. Is this where I stand? Yes. Okay. Sorry, Koki, you can't see me. We already know each other. Is that good? Okay. Really exciting times. We've been grinding away for a couple of years, and about 4 months ago, we gave everyone a sneak peek of what we've been doing, and it kind of makes sense to the whole crazy story we've been sharing with you guys for 2 years. And so today, we have some presentations. They're going to lay it out really clean, really clear on what we're doing. But there's a driving factor behind all of this. And it's the same one I'm going to say over and over and over. It's we have a mission and a goal to help 1 million people make 500 bucks. For those of you guys that have been hearing and listening to what we've been saying, Kala is the secret. Kala is the way we're going to get there. Kala is why we have big giant investors that have signed big giant deals with us. Kala is a complete ecosystem. Kala is something we can control, we can earn. Kala is something we can spend. Kala is something we can put floors on, meaning at least a minimum value. We don't know how high it's going to go, but it's something we can control, a complete ecosystem. And if you guys have been studying how Bitcoin and crypto and everything works, Kala is very, very interesting, especially if our partners that have come on board do what they say they're going to do. They got very, very excited because they've been working for a couple of years putting together their game plan, and that was to take real estate and create their own tokens. That was their game plan until they met with us a couple months ago, 3 months ago. So, all right, am I still in the picture if I stand right here?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So tonight is really it's not a launch, guys. It's not a soft launch. This is kind of just, hey, we're going to share with you guys really clearly what we're doing concerning Kala. Over the next 3 weeks, please, please, please pay attention to all the public announcements that'll be going out. Jim said I'm a pretty, and I've had to really just tame everything down. It's one thing, you guys all know the SEC watches every single thing I do. In fact, I've even been quoted on my daily messages I share. But then when you're dealing with a publicly traded company, now I got a bunch of other people watching. So I got to smile. I got to say what's posted, right? I got to say what's posted. I have to watch you guys connect the dots and understand that this is a long play for us. We're not just here to grab money and run. It's not a pump and dump. We are here because we have figured out a way to help 1 million people make 500 bucks. Kala is the currency to do that. I'm not going to go into all the other blockchain stuff. Those will all be shared more and more, but you guys are seeing it and starting to connect the dots. Tonight, we're going to talk about Kala and the importance of it. And Jim, I don't think we're even going to talk about what's coming up behind Kala later, right? But
No.
yes, okay. We'll talk about that another day. But today I'm kind of excited. I'm really excited because this is the first time, George, in a year that we've actually got together and said, okay, let's put it out real clear what we're doing and then how you guys can benefit and start making money. I can say, I'm trying to think, do I have to say coin? The goal is to help 1 million people make 500 bucks, and we're on our way. We're well on our way. And we have a lot of momentum, a ton of momentum that you'll see in the news in the next 3 weeks. This is what we've been working on for 6 months. Our partner's been working on for 2 years. We got another partner that's put something together for an entire year. It's all coming together. And the lead is Kala. So with that, I'm going to turn the time back to Jim.
All right. Thanks, Sarah.
SEC just put a leash on him. That's good. But it's so funny. Every time we get on the calls, he's like, Jim, what can I say? What can I say? I said, read the paper. Read the paper. Read the paper. So, and it's so funny because a lot of people, I almost wish that this type of company wasn't in network marketing. Because network marketers tend to say bigger things. You know what I'm saying? They just tend to just kind of, I don't want to say embellish, but let's say embellish. You know what I'm saying? And what's beautiful about this in this space in blockchain, in this space in cryptocurrency, in this space in what Nui's doing, what Darren and Reed have put together, guys, I tell you what, it's sick, and that's without a K. That's a good thing. If it has a K, it's not a good thing. With the K, you get anyway, sick. So the second thing we did, Casey and I were kind of hanging around, and we had talked to everybody here, and I didn't understand what Nui was. I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't understand it. And I just a lot of energy, but I just don't, I just don't know, just run in circles. And then we met Reed. And Reed just we were just sitting in that office over there, and then Reed just popped in and said, hey guys, can I talk to you for a minute? And we talked to him for an hour and a half. And how many of you guys like people of integrity? That just, you can trust him. You just can trust him. He's not going to go fast. He's not going to go slow. He's just going to do it just right. You know what I'm saying? I go in his office today and I say, Mr. Miyagi, can I ask you a question? And he's just like, I'm learning so much from him. But the brilliance of Reed is that I remember a long time, not a long time, I haven't been here that long, but I remember a few months ago, everybody said, when are we going public? When are we going on the exchange? When are we going and I'm not mentioning any names. John Johnston did a lot. And it was like, blah, 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 blah. And then Reed was just calm. He was just calm. It will happen. It will happen. And I'm like, no, you got to give him an answer. You got to give him the time of the day, and it will happen. And I've seen Reed go through some incredibly, really intense times here. This is the 7th or 8th time I've actually helped with a company either turn it around, sell it, close it down, or whatever. And I am so impressed with this guy's integrity, with Reed's leadership ability, and his decision making. And he's just a brilliant guy, and I call him a fan. Please welcome our president of Nui, Reed Tanaka.
You guys gotta keep going to get a long way. Well, thank you very much, Jim. I appreciate that introduction. For those of you who I haven't met, my name is Reed Tanaka. I am the president of Nui. And as I was driving here tonight, I tried to think back of when was the last time I actually spoke or presented at an opportunity. I know we had a gathering about a year ago, but it wasn't really an opportunity. But it's been several years. And the only thing I remember about it was two things. It was actually in Hong Kong, overlooking Kowloon Bay to the Hong Kong island side. And I don't know if you've ever been there, but it is one of the most stunning, picturesque atmospheres you can ever see. It was at night. Beautiful, very beautiful. And I don't remember much about what I was talking about there, but I remember the scenery. And then I remember afterwards, they're very adamant for me to go with their group and eat. And the thing I remember was we ate chicken feet. And I'm gonna say that I've eaten a lot of things around the world, but chicken feet is probably not something that I choose to eat. So, even with the people that I see here, a lot of familiar faces, I know it's been really good to know all of you, and I look forward to meeting all of you that I haven't met. As some of you do know, I've been very behind the scenes. I'm camped out here in the office, or there you go. They're telling me to stop already. Okay. Where was I? But yeah, I'm usually camped out in my office, or I'm here behind the scenes making things work. And that's my whole responsibility. That's my job, is to make sure that we're on course, that we're staying par, and that the initiatives and the strategies that we lay forward is not being forgotten. We're staying on course. And so that's a little bit about what I wanted to speak about tonight, was the company. And so just take a couple minutes. What I wanted to do is read you something that all of you have access to, and that is the front page of our website. I have it here. I don't have it from memory. But it says, Nui, becoming more with blockchain. I think that is so profound. Let me go on. Building opportunity through blockchain. That is who we all are all about. Blockchain is more than a financial revolution. It's recreating the very world we live in, and represents a shift in power so groundbreaking and progressive that it will eventually stretch globally into every market. By harnessing the power of blockchain, we're paving a clear path to success with unimaginable potential by bringing a portion of that power straight to you. Through a community centered on education, opportunity, and innovation, we're taking our network to new heights. And it says, join us as we build this. Now I want to speak a little bit about that opportunity. Do I believe that this is a great opportunity? I have a very analytical mind, and I'm very just black and white. I just dive into certain things. But when you have big businesses and conglomerates trying to stake their claim in this blockchain revolution. When you have governments passing regulations or speaking about legislation on blockchain, when you have not only Wall Street and the Chicago Exchange, but also the farming industry, UNICEF, when you have the everyday company looking at how they can join this revolution, I believe it's a great opportunity. Now, last year when I started researching this, when I first looked into this, I had my personal validation when China came out and they said, we're banning everything. We're banning blockchain, mining, and all of this stuff, cryptocurrencies. And several months later, they came back. And historically speaking, they're communists, but historically speaking, they can control their nation, right? They can control every aspect of it. But when they come out and they say, you know what, we're now opening up these gates. When they know that they can control it, and now you see them positioning themselves as a country, as a nation, as a big business that they are, you know that this is a revolution. You know that this is a great opportunity. And furthermore, if you go on the street right now and you ask anybody, what is blockchain? I guarantee you, 99.59, whatever it is, % of these people will not know. That is opportunity. That is opportunity. And that is what we're all about. So I'm really excited about our future. I know that there is a lot of places that businesses can go. And what you're seeing now, what you've seen in the last couple of weeks, what you've seen in the last couple of months, what you will continue to see as we push forward is a very streamlined, a very dedicated, a very strategic path for us to learn, to educate, to rise to the top of this blockchain revolution, because it truly is that. So I'm really excited to be a part of this. Oftentimes when I'm talking with you guys, I like to sit next to you instead of across it. And I really do believe that's just, it's not intentional, but I find myself sitting or standing shoulder to shoulder with all of you. I really believe that we as a business, as Nui, are standing shoulder to shoulder with all of you. We really are trying to push forward and educate people, find advocates, find this great opportunity and share this with everybody. And I'm really, really enthused about all of that. And so, on behalf of Darren and the rest of our employees, our executive team, and all of you, I really am personally very excited about what's in store. And so I'm excited to be here tonight. I look forward to meeting more of you. Don't be afraid to shake my hand or say hi. But I appreciate this time. Look forward to the future.
I have two people. I don't think Curtis here. But is Curtis here? Did he leave? I know he's hiding. Before I get started with this presentation, could you please welcome the executive staff, the COO, the CMO of Nui, Curtis and Kinsey. Come on up, guys. You gotta give these guys a big round of applause. It's actually early. It's usually here until about midnight. So come on up. I'm not going to have you speak, but I just want to brag on these guys. No. And they're nervous. I mean, they started texting me. I don't want to speak. I don't want to speak. I don't want to say. But guys, let me tell you something. Nothing like this. When you see what we just did as a team, as a conglomerate, as a collaboration, and you see the hours these guys work and they put in, they don't stop. I mean, Kenzie's a single mom of.
It feels like 30.
She's got five. She has 5 girls.
Wow.
And she'll be in there making things and doing. I mean, just wait till you see some of the marketing stuff, and at the same time organizing a car for someone to go to, soccer practice. And it's just amazing. And then this guy here, he's a bulldog. He's just walking around, just making things happen, just doing things, and he doesn't stop. He writes. I mean, they just cleaned the windows, but if they didn't clean the windows today, you'd see all this. Almost like that movie about the onion. the beautiful mind. He's just writing on his wall, and I'm like, what are you doing? This Sudoku, and it's exciting. But I just want to say, from me to you guys, thank you so much for you guys, what you do. And when you guys call these guys, or you see these guys in here, guarantee these guys are the forefronters. And Hito is not here. He's got a thing to do, but these guys work endlessly to make sure that what we do and what we produce for the field and for customers is amazing. So thank you very much. This is going to be a no frill. I'm not going to hype this up. I'm not going to pump you up. I'm not here to pump you up. This is either going to make sense or it ain't. If it doesn't make sense, don't do it. If it makes sense, do it. Is that fair? People, you know, I'm walking through here and guys are like, you getting pumped, Jim? No, I'm not getting pumped. The worst thing, how many people in here are fighters? Like boxers, MMA fighters, or both my sons are fighters and I rolled with them for a little bit. And when fighters fight, you know what they do? They calm down. They don't get jacked up. They calm down so they can see things in slow motion. When I got here, and we started uncovering all of what Nui was, and then uncovering the character of the people that you guys are, and we started uncovering what they had in blockchain, it was like slow motion. I'm like, man, if we could pull this off, this would be the biggest thing that ever hit this industry, number one, and also the blockchain itself. So we said about, I think you remember this one, we said about 6 months ago, we were in here and we said, you know what, Nui is blockchain. And he goes, no, it's not, it's core, it's symmetry, it's not, it is, but it's blockchain. And I remember Darren saying that, and I remember the second or third time I was there, just talking to him, he said, blockchain, I said, Darren, that's just too vague, it's too big, it doesn't make any sense. But it made sense to him, okay? Now, what's blockchain? What does it include? Now, when you look at blockchain, you look at education, you look at mining, you look at ICOs or tech, do coin offerings, and you look at blockchain technology. Now, if you go right now into companies all over the country, and I'm talking about, or all over the world, I'm talking about in relationship to marketing, because like we're here, we like blockchain, but if this was a good hair grow product, I could make millions of dollars doing that, I'd probably do that, right? But the thing is it's not. It's better than anything we've ever done. But if you go to any other company and look at their offering, they may have a part of this or a part of that, right, Juan? A little bit of that, a little bit of this. They don't have all this. Now watch what happened in 6 months, guys. How many people here own their own companies? How many CEOs and lots of money, lots of investment, selling, employees and everything? In 6 months, we rebranded Nui Social. In 6 months, we have a Nui Premier. Abracadabra. Zip it in. And I'm back. All right? Nui Premier, it just turns lights out all the time. And we're not going to talk about all this, but Nui Premier was actually designed for investors. I came in here and I said, you know what? If this is that good, I want to see if big money people would do this. And when you see how it's going, guys, it's amazing. We have a Server X program. And we also have CompChain, a network. That is why some of the people here that are the public companies in the offering, people are now looking at us because we have everything. Now, you know who also has everything? You do. Like you have it all. But like most people, you don't understand it. Hopefully today I'll give you a little bit of an idea of this. You got to understand, everything we do is Kala driven. Everything we do is to purpose Kala. When it goes through the cycle, is to give Kala more value. Now I'm going to say this right now. You can ask me 100 times and I'll tell you the same answer. What do you think it's going to get to? I don't know. I don't know. What do you hope it's going to get to? You don't want to know, right? Because everybody hopes, right? We don't know that. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, it's going to be this. We don't know. But what we do know, that if you track every other coin that had traction, every other coin that wasn't a pump and dump, every other coin that made something and is still on the exchange right now, there's a track. They did a certain thing. And we're not only doing it, we're doing it better. Okay? So when you look at the Kala-driven coin, the path of success, and you look at the internal and the external, you look at case uses. We're going to tell you some case uses today internally for Kala that's going to blow your mind. And it's going to, those of you guys that have been putting up with your cat whining and your dogs barking because those miners are, you hated it and then you loved it when you looked at the chart, you looked at your wallet, you're like, yes, I love that sound.
it sounds great. And now we're going to do it all in, you know, invisible, and you don't see it. But you look at the path to success, and you look what happens externally or internally. We're getting ready to launch the peer-to-peer. I'm going to tell you about that. We're going to get ready to do things internally in Nui that we're going to use Kala for. But guys, you're like, okay, I know it's pretty boring. No. And I think next Tuesday there's going to be a new show on. No, I'm just kidding. So, do you guys see that? All right. Now, and you look at the tracking. You realize that Kala's only been around since 2018. And I'm going to tell you something. Everybody, not only everybody in this room, me sometimes, was pushing, get on exchange, get on exchange, get on exchange, get on exchange. And Reed's like, nope, nope. Darren's like, nope, we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to do that. So understand, everything we're doing is to do what? To value Kala. And then there's not only Kala, so you can have the potential of having an opportunity with Kala, but internally, you can make money while you're doing it. Let me tell you some stats. Last couple of days, a couple of 100,000 in sales, almost 50,000 in commissions. In 2 days. There ain't no money in Nui. You're in the wrong place. You didn't look at that. But my job right now is how do you create lifestyle from this? How do we create lifestyle? Because just as I meet with Dave from Mintage Mining all the time now, and just when I think I got it, I ain't got it. I met with Dave and Tom, one of my friends today, and we're talking about the technology, and it's, oh no, that was yesterday. Yesterday? How do you feel like that? Sometimes you just think you're talking, you think you know everything, and all of a sudden you don't. So what's in this for you? What we've done, guys, is that when we started Server X, a lot of heat. Why are you doing this? You know, and I knew, no, don't be sorry. I would have, if I was you, I'd give myself heat. I looked in the mirror and said, what are you doing this, silly, stupid guy? You know? But what I wanted to do, I wanted to do a market test. Because I knew if we can prove it in a market, if we can prove a Server X type of program, a hash rate, a gigahash rate, a fractional share program there, we could deliver it to anybody around the world in a fractional share. Everybody was talking about, everybody, but except for Jeremy, they were talking about, hey, we need a $15, we need a $20, we need a $6, we need a 2 penny, we need for free, we need products for free that you pay on. We're not magicians. But I knew that if we could get to a point where we could prove the concept, and Dave, and what we did, we sat with Dave from Mintage Mining, and I said, Dave, what do you do? How do you mine? He doesn't care what the value of the coin is. He said, I don't care. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. It never stays the same. He's not biting his, oh my gosh, it's up, it's down, oh, Zcash, oh. He just said, you know, I'm just going to keep collecting coins. And we did it. And now we're offering the Kala Coin Gigahash contracts. How many like them so far?
Yeah.
Are they easy? Really? I mean, why do you like them?
A lot of people.
Wait till you see the numbers. Wait till you see the numbers. My big thing, and Darren and these guys will tell you, when we do this, my big thing is like this. If it's not good for a customer, there's people coming here, let's make it good for networkers. That's the worst thing you can ever do is make something good for a networker. Because they're just, you can't be that good. Let's just sell this empty bottle of water and be good networkers and teach people how to do it. No. Why don't you create a product that delights a customer, that actually works? And then our jobs are easy, okay? So what we did is we created a Nui collection, a coin collector that people can get started around the world for only $50. Not only that $50, but when you look at the coin collecting concept, that all you have to do is pay the 50 once and just pay your mining fees every month, and that will mine for as long as it does. It never turns off. It never turns off. Whether it's Kala, whether it's Z, you guys don't understand this. When you get this, you're gonna freak out. So what do we do? Some of you guys know this already. People say, I don't know if I want to do this. Well, can you skip maybe going out to dinner one night and join the revolution and spend $50 and get a gigahash, a $50 gigahash? Well, how much does it cost a month? It costs $15 a month. Well, what I get, we'll show you. It produces. We put together a 50, a 100, a 500, and 1,000 gigahash. So we have a gigahash, we have a terahash, and we have a rig. Some people, believe it or not, still like the rigs. I was talking to a guy today. He said, no, I want the rig. I really do. I like it hot in my house. I like it really hot. He said during winter. You guys can laugh if you want. I mean, we're actually going to get to the point. But
Anyway, so when you look at now there's 3 ways to mine Kala. Where did this come from? Where did it come? It came from the creation of ServerX. It came from the collaboration of Darren and Reed and us picking Dave's mind, saying, if we can do it that big, can we do it here? Can we develop a terahash where we just actually people don't have to have a rig in their house? They can just pay a mining fee and mine for how long does it last? As long as you pay the fee. As long as you pay the fee. I was sitting with people in Portland, and the group, the team that I was sitting with, the net worth of the 10 people in there were $3.2 billion. Wow. And they got this. They said, this is brilliant, okay? So when you look at it, I don't know if you can see this or not, but people were saying, well, I just buy Kala. I just want to buy Kala. All right, buy Kala. Buy Kala. Let's do the math. Let's see if it works, okay? Because that's what me, I'm like, I don't want to sell something. I just want to see if it works. So if you bought 100 gigahash of Kala, how much is it going to cost you a year to keep that gigahash going? $360, right? $30 a month. That's $460 a year. Let's say you didn't buy the gigahash, you just bought the Kala. At the rate right now, you'd have 23,000 Kala. A year from now, how much would you have? 23,000 Kala, right? And you're going to be hoping that it goes up. And we don't know, we can't promise, but we hope really bad that it does, okay? But if you, let's say you said, I'm not even, you didn't do a gigahash, now you're going to purchase, instead of buying them or paying the mining rent, you're going to purchase $300, $360 more Kala. And let's say it's still at $2. Because if it goes up, you're screwed. We're not. You're not really, because you got Kala. But if it's at 2 cents, then you got 41,000 Kala at year 2. At year 3, just buying Kala at the same way you're going to pay a rent, your mining fee is 59,000 Kala. If it doesn't go up. What happens if you take the same gigahash or same money and put it in a gigahash? Well, it starts mining in 48 hours. We figured out on average that Kala rig will produce about, or that hash rate will produce about 36,000 Kala the first year. You pay your mining fee, so you're ahead there. You pay your mining fee the second year, 72,000 versus 41,000. At the 3-year mark, 108,000 Kala versus 59,000. And if it goes up, it doesn't matter. You're willing to. If it goes up where you're just buying it, it's not a good thing. Do you see the value of this for people? I mean, you see the value? Even if it doesn't go up, you're still mining more. Coin collecting. I sat down with Dave. He's annoyed with me because I just asked him a question. I said, how do people really get wealthy? Like, how do people get wealthy in the cryptocurrency thing? What have you seen? Well, there's a lot of ways. Buy a Bitcoin at 2 cents. And don't spend a lot on a pizza, right? You can do a lot. And he says, Jim, they just collect. They just mine. And they just collect. And they just got all these things. You know, I mean, one of my favorite shows on TV is American Pickers. How many of you ever watched that show? You go in there and all the garbage everywhere, right? The man's just collecting coins. And that's what we've done, guys. And you look at the coin collecting program. Then you look at Premier and ServerX, actually look at a coin that's on the exchange. So do the same thing there. It's a little more expensive. You got to roll the dice a little higher. Okay? So let's say you didn't. Let's say instead of buy or collect a coin. So a coin, let's say you bought one coin for $100, and in 1 year it went to $50 value. What happened? You're watching that thing every day. You're excited, depressed, excited, depressed, excited, depressed, then it's lunchtime. You know, you can't keep your eyes off your phone, right? And you end up at the end of the day, you got $50. You lost $50 in a year. What if you took that same $100 and purchased a hash rate in a exchangeable coin? And let's say at the end of the year, it did the same thing. The value was the same. It went down $50. But at the end of the year, you had 15 coins. So you take what you spent, you minus your hash rate, and at the end of the day, you 4 times your income in fiat value if you cashed out there. That's the brilliance of coin collecting. That's the brilliance of what we've done here at Nui. That's the brilliance not only in Kala coin, but in everything else. And once people get that, they're going to be banging your doors down. The nice part about Nui, it's a fixed rate right now. It's a fixed market with the potential of going bigger. And everybody's hoping that it does. It's fun. Okay? So, Kalahoin Gigahash contracts. Watch this. You want to get involved in cryptocurrency? Yeah. All right, here's the answer. Ready? All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say $50 before? I already said $50. I just messed up that slide. It was all prepared for it. It was a big thing, but now it's not. So when you look at this and you look at the Kala Gigahash commissions, what did we do? How can we pay commissions on mining? Because we can. Because we figured out the mining produces more coin than the mining fee does, so let's pay commissions on this. And you can purchase a 50, a 100, a 500, or 1,000 gigahash. And these are the only ones that you get paid commissions on. You get paid commission on the amount you spend, then you also get a residual every month on the $30, the $30 residual. You think that's not a lot? Look, go ahead and fill the TBS with 89,000 people and get $3 to $6 a month on every one of those. And you're collecting coin, right? It's a yawner, I know, it's not that exciting, okay? And then people say, well, if I went from 50 and I got another 50, do I still have to spend another 15? Well, in that scenario, you do, because 100 is 30. But if you went from 100 to 500, it's only $12 extra because that's the actual mining rate. So it's not like $30 every time you buy it. What we did is we put that fixed 30 in there and just add the actual hash rate. But every case scenario, when you add the value of the coin versus the mining, it makes sense financially and it makes sense to the customer, guys. When you look at the acquisition costs and you just start to look at what it costs to buy, you know, the efficiency. I love Case because it's always, by the way, Case, what's happening, buddy? You know, the cost efficient, the coefficient, you know, at a 50, it costs a penny. At 100, it costs a penny. And here, a Kala, you're mining a Kala for 0.05 of a penny. That's huge. And it's always, you just pay your mining fee and you're just still mining and it's going in your wallet. You're still mining, going in your wallet. I don't think we realize yet how revolutionary this program is because we can do it with anything. We can do it with any coin we want, okay? So here's the deal, guys. Then you look at the comp plan. That's what I want to talk to you guys today about just for a second, because I got about 5-10 more minutes and I'm going to have some leaders come up here. This, if you've ever been in a position to tell people about this, this is it. You want to get in crypto for 50 bucks? You want to get in crypto for 50 because some of you guys are very good at the rigs and very good at marketing the rigs, and that's fantastic. That's where a lot of people go. But when you say for $50, you can get involved. You can be a free member and get in for $50. You can be a paid member and get in for $150. But for $50, you can get in. And 10 people doing that, you still fill out all the tiers, and you still have the potential of an autofill of 80,000. Does that make sense, guys? So that's still there. And then the commissions are up here. They're just gorgeous. Now we're going to talk about what's coming next. Peer-to-peer. Right? I'm excited about peer-to-peer. All right. You want to see how it's going to look? You want to see the page? New memberships and peer-to-peer. So here's peer-to-peer. All right. Now, what do I tell you about peer-to-peer? It is an internal mechanism that you can exchange coin for Bitcoin, Kala for Bitcoin. But guess what? We don't know yet if there's a market there. We don't know. We have to create that market. I've seen people on Facebook, one Kala, $7 million for one. I'm like, Jim, it doesn't work. We got to kind of adjust the price a little bit. Just a joke. It's a joke. You guys got it a little bit. Okay. So when the peer-to-peer comes out, it's going to be Kala listing. It's almost going to be like a KSL listing. You're going to put it up, and you're going to say you got a buyer. Who's going to give you one? Who's going to give you two? Right? And we're going to create that as an internal use case. And it could go amazing, or it could take some time. Please understand that. If you're telling people, holy cow, when that thing goes up, we're going to sell trillions of Kala, and we're going to empty our wallets, and we're going to buy it. Probably not going to happen that way. But everything we're doing is moving towards it, right? Internal use case, you create your own market, call it a Bitcoin. Now, how about new memberships coming? There's 2 memberships right now. If you're new here today, you can sign up for free, or you can still sign up for the $150 one. If you want to make money and you don't want to wait, we are working on it. We've got a couple of little glitches that we're still working on for the membership stuff. Don't wait. I would not wait. Because what Darren didn't say is there's a lot of demand for Kala. So don't wait. If someone wants to get in, say, listen, trust me, it'd be worth it even to get in for the $150 and whatever you get, okay? But we're going to pay commissions. We're going to let people buy membership in Kala. new people, I mean, think about it. If new people are going to buy membership in Kala and they don't have Kala and you have Kala, you get it?
Yeah.
Are you,
Yep.
are you guys okay?
Yeah.
Are you like, you know, I can see you, right? A lot of people think when you look at a speaker and you're watching TV, I can see what you're doing. Never mind. But anyway, so new memberships are going to be paid in Kala. Does that create a peer-to-peer? Does that create a use case internally? And that's what's going to happen, guys. We went through a promotion thanks to Kinsey. She was amazing. She just said, I think this is what I'm going to do. Kinsey is so powerful. If she says something and she has her blanket on, it's crazy. You just walk by. If Kinsey has her blanket on and it's cold in there, a lot of good ideas are going around. There's no blanket, but it's not that good. Starting out, one of the things we did was like everyone would say, should we extend the what was it called? The cyber, keep it going, because it really went well. It really went well. I said, no, don't extend it. If there's a drop dead date, there's no dead date. That's what you got to do. That's integrity. But if you keep extending, then people don't ever think there's a deadline. But what we can do is offer another promotion. So we're going to do the 12 days of commissions.
Okay.
Yeah. Who was that? That was Taylor, my man Taylor. He was like, let's just do, there's so much talent here, Jeremy. So much talent. 12 days of commissions. What we decided is this, okay? So this is my thought process. So when you're sitting there and you get all the commissions direct and you're telling all the people that you want to get direct, and it's fine, it's fantastic, and you're probably going to do that and continue to do that. So between $400 and $500 is great, right? But what if we took $150 and added it to the pen? Now instead of $250, you got $400 from everyone that's sold in the pen. So everyone that's sold in your downline, you now have a better commission structure for the terahash or the rig process. Now it starts December 6th. Is that today?
Yep.
Today's Aaron, is that today? So it starts now. Anybody want to get on your phone? Come on, get on your phone. Let's get on your phone. Let's get it right. So what we're doing now, watch what happens, guys. Can you guys see? Who's making a little bit of money now? Like, who's putting some money in the pocket now? Yeah, it's exciting. Guess what? That's what we're supposed to do. To me, it's about the money. Like, if we're making money, we're making money. If customers are making money and we're making money, it's pretty happy. It's very exciting, okay? So the promo applies to the sale of physical rigs, all new 4 terahash. It's either physical, same as the other one, but there's no more promotion for customers. We took away the promotion for a customer. We just did, okay? So that's it. Now, how do you get started? This is it. This is my presentation. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna land the plane. This is a big close. Benjamin Franklin. Here it goes. Wait for it. Ready? Here it goes. You either become a free member. Like we just showed you the best case scenario in every product in every arena in blockchain. From an ICO to a coin that we're doing everything right in, right? From mining that you can mine in the Premier program and the other program, as long as you pay your mining fee, it mines forever until it doesn't. To comp chain, to blockchain, right? So for a free member, you can have someone can get it for free, just sign up and be a coin collector. And just like just it's fun. And I'm collecting. Or a paid member, $150, they get education, coin collection, and they're commission eligible, and they can walk through anything that we have in Nui. Guys, let me tell you something. This is so exciting because you guys have been through a lot. Some of you guys have been here, Jeremy, Juan, John with an H, John with no H. Where did that H go, John? I don't know where that H goes. I'm just kidding.
Last name.
It's, right. But when you look at this, like you get everything. For a member, you could do Premier. You could do comp chain. We're coming out with some really cool, unique affiliate programs with comp chain. And guys, I'm going to tell you something. When you do this, we just simplify it. This is the first time that I've been here that I could actually do a marketing presentation. And this is it. Get in for free. Get started for less than $50. If you want to engage in commission, then just come in a little higher and let's go to work. So that's the new presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Wrap this up, and then we're gonna do a question and answer, okay?
To wrap this up, I want to bring a couple of people up that you know. I want to bring, if John Holbrook could come up real quick.
And I'm gonna have John and John Johnson come up together. John Johnson and John Holbrook, come on up. John Johnson's got his good jeans on tonight. He's a spade action, bro. Give these guys a big round of applause, guys.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell stories about these guys, and we're gonna be done in about 5 or 10 minutes here. So, first time I met these guys, they were in a boardroom, and they were closed just like this, snarly, growly. Who's this guy? Hate him. I hate the, you know what I'm saying? And we just went through some stuff. We went through some stuff, haven't we?
That's because the Rams stunk.
Right.
Yeah,
Now the Rams are winning. Is it that easy now?
that's why I'm happy
So these guys came in, and what I wanted them to do for you guys, and honest, like, do we BS? I mean, we have fun, but we talk like, so you don't have to sugarcoat anything, do you, John and me? No, Johnny, no. You just tell me what you feel. I want you to tell these guys how you're feeling about the transition. You start, John, and then John over.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. We met here in this room or the next room, well, a couple rooms over, and we gave them the input and stuff. I mean, John's been with this company a lot longer than I have, but the transition, I would say, in the last 6 months, especially three months, has been night and day. I mean, from where they were 6 months ago to where they are now, it's unbelievable. And I can tell you, I've been studying crypto really closely for the last couple of years, and I am extremely excited, not only about Kala, but like I said, about Premier, Server X, the whole nine, just collecting coins. And so to me, they simplified the process, they simplified the entire sell, the presentation, everything's easy, because honestly, we're asking people, hey, do you want to collect a whole bunch of cryptocurrency? If so, this is how you can do it, and at a low entry point. I mean, it really is that simple. And that's kind of how I present it. And I can tell you, the message is being received. So for us, I always tell people, if you want to be really successful in something, you need to learn it frontwards and backwards. So for me, it's easy. Learn blockchain, learn how blockchain works, and learn what cryptocurrency is, what it does for the masses, but learn what cryptocurrency can do for the little guy, for the small guy, because out of every, say, 10,000 people, there's probably 9,999 little guys and one big guy. And so learn what crypto does for the little guy and learn how to relay that message. If you can do that, you'll be very successful. And at least that's my thanks.
Yeah, I've been around longer than probably anybody. And before Nui, working with a lot of the people that you see in this room and executives, etc. Been through some good times and some bad times, but the one thing I've been through with everybody is we all stick together because we have something to accomplish. And in doing so, the perfect storm came to be, but we had to go through quite the storm to get to this point. And here we are tonight talking, not a relaunch, not anything like that, but an opportunity meeting that we can take out and share. And I will tell you, I'm sure you've heard of the Field Advisory Committee. That's some of us that set, I had the pleasure of putting that committee together. There's 5 or 6 of us, plus the Keystone, plus Darren. And the executives he welcomes into that give us a lot of information. And during the vetting process of Keystone, which is how everything's now approved, I actually kind of ride solo a little bit in what they call the 3rd phase. And in doing so, I am entrusted with a lot of information. I know what's coming. I've known a lot what's coming, and I keep my mouth shut to protect the integrity of what we're doing. I can't sleep at night. I'm so dang excited. This was nice appetizer. I love it. Trust me, eat the appetizer, okay? Hint, hint. I appreciate all of you and what you do. I appreciate those who have locked arms with me and are working hard. I appreciate those of you who've weathered the storm with us. I appreciate those of you who've come back I also appreciate you that sit on the sidelines and still a little pessimistic. It's okay. The trust will be earned, and the products will be delivered, and the outcome will be realized. And John said it best. I deal with a lot of people who say, well, I'm an expert, or so I believe I'm an expert, that I buy and sell crypto. I'm a trader. And I think, you're not a trader, you're crazy. In these markets that go up and down, I'm a coin collector. Jim talked about being a coin collector. It doesn't matter to me if it's doing this, or doing this, or doing this, because my intention is to collect. And through ServerX and Premier and some of the other things we're doing, that's been expanded. But I've also, about cost me my marriage of 40 years to bring 6 column machines into my house, run the air full time and have fans blowing. I had 9 at one time. And, I could get my house below about, I don't know, it was 94, with everything running. So I really love this virtual stuff. That's good. I've surrendered my last rig. Matter of fact, funny story. I was noticing that just with 1 rig left, I was right around, 69 degrees, 70 degrees. With that 1 rig gone now gave it to Curtis the other day. Curtis, I need a rig. I have to turn on the furnace. It's ridiculous, But my point is, get involved, take a chance. You won't regret it. The entry fee of $50 now to be a coin collector is unheard of. The value and what's thought behind We Are Blockchain and Kala is unheard of. It's disruptive, and it's going to be out there. There's a lot of people, I promise you, who are looking at exactly what we're doing right now. They have no idea how to copy it. They have no idea to duplicate it. So what do they want? They want to be part of it. And that, to me, is the most satisfying compliment I can give this company and these Keystone leaders. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate you.
Moving next 2 leaders up, and probably should have done it backwards, but I'm going to do it this way. Can I have Jeremy, Jenkins, and Juan come on up, one run? Give these guys a big hand.
When we first got started in this business, and we've been very fortunate. We made millions of dollars. Real millions of dollars, and it's been hard. It's tough, right? And I always remember the guy saying, "It's the dream, it's the struggle, then it's the victory." And I never thought a lot of times I'd ever get out of the struggle part because it was hard. And I see these guys. I see John and some other, and I see these guys never ever quitting. It's not quitting. They have their opinions. They have what they believe in. They have what they want to bring to their teams and honor their teams with. But they never stop. They never dishonored the mission. They never dishonored what Darren and Reed were doing, and they just kept going. And I'm so excited for John and their future. But I want Jeremy to say something. Whatever's on your heart.
Thanks. Yeah, this has been quite the adventure. Joined the very first day with John Holbrook and had the privilege of taking the message of Nui to the world. I would say probably about 80% of my team is outside of the United States. We've got a big international group going on in Japan, Latin America, Europe, and other parts of the world. And it's so fun to see how this company and this product can actually bless the lives of so many people. That was the original vision, right? Was to, as Darren said at the beginning, to help 1 million people make $500 extra a month. And here in the United States, an extra $500, it can change people's lives. There's people that that could save them from going into a bankruptcy, help pay for car payment, all kinds of things. But Latin America and other third world countries, that's huge. I mean, you basically add an extra 0 on there. That would be like saying, hey, would an extra $5,000 a month help, right? Yes, it would, absolutely. And people can actually do this kind of thing, start for just $50, like they said, and have this residual income. That's the key thing about it, is that anybody can do it. Anybody can do this. And pretty much all of the world now, because of the nature of cryptocurrency, the nature of blockchain, it's a real revolution. We're going to be able to bless the lives of so many people all all over the world. And that's what I love about it.
Well, one of the beautiful things about this here is the purpose. Living a life without a purpose is really not. I know a lot of people that is wealthy, that they go to on vacations for 2 months, but they coming back because it's not sense to be laid down in the beach for hours. I think all of them find out that it's more than just the money. And I just want to appreciate. I want to thank Darren and the team because they had a vision and they got a purpose, and that's what aligned with me in the beginning. When I see that we can help a lot of people that has no opportunity to do something to lead their friends, that's kind of like fulfill what I'm looking here. Yeah, the money is going to be a result of our intention. And I want to encourage you that don't take this lightly because really is we need sometimes to be hungry. And be hungry, that means it's not just hungry in food or have a lot of money. It's hungry in to fulfill your purpose. Helping others is going to help to lead our friends too. And I know it's not about the money, like all the time I said, it's about what you can do with the money. And it's a lot on it. And I think this is a good platform that is going to help us to get there. Yeah, the trip was being long, and we still here in the same boat. We still making an extra, running an extra mile because we gotta pay. And a lot of people that I'm sure when Jeremy and we do conference calls, the people rely on have a faith because they still see us there. And that's the only thing that hold them there because they are not here. They don't know personally the corporate, but they see us. And right now, I'm not going to drop the towel, honestly. I'm being too close to get there. And with me, it's not just me, it's about a lot of people more.
Well, what I want to say is this, in wrapping this up, a long time ago, I had a mentor, he was a llama, and he taught me a lot of great things, like a llama, not the animal, but like a Dalai Lama. And he taught me a principle. He says you can attach until there's harm and then detach. Attach until there's harm and then detach. And what I want to ask you guys to do is a lot of you guys are still attached to your old thoughts about what Nui was or what Nui did or what Nui was. And as of tonight, anything other than full speed ahead is going to cause you harm because this is big. Darren, thank you so much for trusting in me and working with me. Reed, thank you so much. Everybody else, thank you so much. For you leaders, here's what we promise is that we're going to deliver stuff to you that has integrity, that is delightful for the customer, and that is a wealth creating opportunity for everybody. Thanks for coming out tonight, guys. We really appreciate it. Oh, question and answer. Yes. I knew it was going to happen. What? Oh, no question.
Are you looking at me?
Yes, I'm looking at you. Are you looking at me looking at you?
I thought you were talking to Paula.
Yes.
Cindy.
What are the limitations on the Gigahash or the Terahash program? In other words, this entity is purchased, as I understand, the major portion of the remaining Terahash available?
I don't, Darren has to address that. We have plenty of capacity to run this a long time. I don't think that we're not
Yeah,
in.
what I can say is that investment stuff that you guys saw noted, I'm legally allowed to say only this. They're buying significant amounts, but there are plenty to run our program. Fair enough, Jim?
No, that's the truth.
Yeah. To be honest with you, if it was like, no, man, you got 2 rigs left, y'all better jump on them. You talk about fractional shares, call it up now.
It's significant.
Yeah.
There's a purpose as far as why this investment's happening. Obviously, they see the value of call up. That's pretty much about as much I can expound.
Well, here, I can say more than that because I'm not in those meetings anymore. I just like, But here's the thing. Attached till you detach. Attached till there's harm. Keep going. Because if everything is going in the cycle that it's going in, the propensity of this really being big is big. And we're not in a slight way at all at this point. But it could, yes.
So just, I'm the keeper, I'm the numbers guy. We have an allotted or a goal of how many miners or how many petahash we want in total. If I just allocate 20% of that, just 20% to this program right here, that is 55,000 units. Put that in perspective. So we have a lot. Just for this program alone at 20%. And that is just with the initial goal of how much rigs we want. Okay, so do we have a lot of capacity to go? Absolutely.
But there's 47,000 that called yesterday. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Mike Moana, come on up here, brother. I forgot all about it. Come on up. No, dude, you got to come up real quick. No, you want? Yes, no, come on. Yeah, no, yeah. Just real quick. Come on up. Big Mike. Give Mike a big round of applause. I am so sorry.
I was glad you forgot.
I know. You're like, good. Then I saw you were glad. So I'm going to torture you a little bit. So anyway, how many guys love this guy here? Is he amazing? What do you think of the team?
Aloha. Aloha, yeah. Change is good. It doesn't always feel comfortable, but change is good. I look into the faces of all you here, and we've been through a lot. Yeah. And it's arrived, and we're ready to move forward with or without you. It's that simple. I've been here for a long time, and I've helped guide a lot of you through a lot of questions, challenges. Also, I've been able to help you enjoy and bask a lot of the good things that have happened here. So all I can say is press forward, stay the course, and be grateful for what we have. My wife has this thing that's hung up in our house, and it says, gratitude turns what we have into enough. Mm-hmm. We're going to have enough. And hopefully you'll be able to take that and spread the gratitude to the rest. We love you. We pray for you, and always hope for the best.
All right, any questions? Yes, sir.
So, mining, so through the rigs and through this program here, that you're able to mine units, mine coins. Coin mining comes from transactions. How are there so many transactions and so many coins being mined through the rigs if the coin has not been launched yet?
Reed, do you want to answer that one?
Can you say that one more time? So with rigs, there's so many people in this room already that have rigs in their home, and they're producing so many call a day off of their rigs. Mining comes from transactions, yet it's not released onto the market yet. How are there so many transactions that are producing call a coin through mining?
So there's several aspects of transactions, production of production in recording information on the block. So with mining, that is a transaction that needs to be done for the computational side. Does that happen? All it is. You understand the core aspect of mining?
Well, I understand that block blockchain, the whole concept of blockchaining is that the nodes, the rigs that are out there, they confirm that I gave you this coin, the nodes confirm that, the rigs confirm that. By being a part of that transaction, confirming that, you get a little piece of pie.
So I'm sorry, what is your question then?
Well, it sounds like there's tons and tons of coins being generated through mining through all the rigs that are out there. How are there transactions that are taking place for you to get that piece of the pie, even though the coin is not even released yet to the general public?
So the coin exists, and once it goes, there's some technical. From your back office in Mintage Mining, that's where the coins are allocated. But they are now produced once you put them in a wallet. And after that, it is whether it's on a public exchange or not, it's residing. So those transactions are actually live. So real transactions. It's not necessarily going through a public exchange. A lot of companies out there that have they don't necessarily have to have it on the exchange. That block, those blocks of those kind of actually function. So that functionality is no different from this. So right now, as Jim alluded to, there's people who are transacting in color, regardless of what we're doing. Whether it's, hey, do you want to buy color, or I can sell you this, or here's a product for time, sell you buy color. Those are being reported on blockchain. How they're being transferred right now is from wall to wall. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so I guess at this point, it's more of if somebody wants to make a transaction, they just base it off of what they pay for the dollar coin. Okay.
Well, whatever they deem is right.
Thanks, Reed. I appreciate it. I would have said exactly the same thing. Any other questions?
Just tell them I'll sell them some for $100 a coin out.
You can tell him. He's right there. Yes. I'm sorry. Yes.
There's going to be a lot of money made for us doing members. Is there going to be any education on how to
Manage your money? Well, there's a fund that's, yeah, I'm sure we'll probably make available that. I mean, we probably do it as third party. It's always nicer to have somebody who's real smart. For the same people that's going to advise us, or people who can help advise. Yes.
There's something about the vault that we talked about.
And I'm going to just address the vault real quick. As of this point, the vault is not an issue. It's not in production from the Keystones. So I'm just going to be very kind and say I have not seen it, and there's nothing. So I don't even know where that's at. We have other things that are coming up. We have other companies that are launching with us in similar type products. Yes, sir.
One of the comments that we always heard on this was great products at great prices. We still look forward to any kind of a retail program or something.
Reed, can we look forward to any kind of retail program in this company? Great products for great prices.
Say that one more time.
Great products at great prices. We're going to have a retail portion of this.
A retail portion as far as, say, for example, rigs or
great products at great prices.
The Reach story.
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry. We're shifting now to the previous conversations with like foreign reach.
No, I mean,
is that the question?
Yeah.
So right now, like Jim alluded to, like Darren alluded to, we wanted to make sure that we're focused right now. We're building that foundation. As you can see, there's a lot of applications. Little opportunity for the sharing and point collecting for the programming of this type of we have blocking technologies. We believe that this foundational growth is very paramount. Trade on that way. In the future, we believe everything that we built up until this moment will be based on that foundation. But if we focus on everything at once, opportunity. So we're focusing right now, period, on building that foundation, making sure that we can find, we allow people to grasp onto that foundation, and we keep that building. And that
you know, right now, we're not gonna be speaking to it's so tough. Right? All of those things are there. Our focus right now.
So anyway, I'm gonna officially, let me ask you a question. This is the market survey. How many guys would like to have live meetings like this every so often? You think it helps?
Yes.
Yeah. How many vote yes, think it helps? How many want different cookies on the back? No. All right. So we'll continue that. We know one thing we're gonna do. We're gonna start upping the game with a couple of opportunities, but it's gonna be in this type of format. It's gonna be more we'll have training sessions, we'll have other things like that, but all the Zoom calls, the Tuesday night and the Thursday night are gonna be to put people into business. So guys, thank you so much. You guys have been an amazing blessing. Thanks for coming on out. Finish up the cookies and water and stuff. Any other questions? We'll be around. Hey, John, I'll answer him independently. I'll answer that independently.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever one is, there's so many people watching.
Hey, everybody. We'll see you later on Zoom. We better close that.